Hey, it's Squidly. I am at the Sipsey trailhead, and Trail 200 starts right over there. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you some of my favorite places in the Sipsey, specifically on Trail 200. So follow along and I'll show you. Also, while we're here, let's say something about the trailhead here. This trailhead is equipped with a privy, which is really convenient. The problem is they always equip these with John Wayne toilet paper. What is that? It's tougher than 80 grit sandpaper and doesn't take crap off anybody. So we've been on the trail now for, I don't know, a quarter mile. And this is the intersection where you go across the creek there. It puts you on 209. We're going to keep going straight down 200. It's this way. But that's not really what this video is about. This is about some of my favorite places. And before I get to the favorite places, I thought I would share with you kind of my criteria. There are two criteria to be a favorite place. One is some of the beauty spots, the water and rock formations. So that's one. And then another one of my favorite things about the Sipsey is that I have several places that are special to me. And so I'll be sharing those too. On 200, there's this section of trail that we're in right here. And about 90% of these trees are hemlocks. And the Sipsey is about the southern extent of the hemlock tree. And there's just something about this stretch. It's hard for me to put a finger on. I mean, it's pretty. To me, it's one of the prettiest spots out here. And you can see the rock wall kind of behind it. But this has always been one of my favorite places here in the Sipsey. And this does not go on long. It may not go on for more than about 100 yards or meters, depending on what country you're in. But just love this little stretch of trail right here. This is a feature of Sipsey that I like all spring long, no matter where you are in the Sipsey. Everything is in bloom. All right, so kind of a personal favorite place. This campsite right here. As far as campsites go, it's okay. It's not great. It's not super flat. It does have a fire ring. It's clearly used. I think probably overused. But this is the first place I ever camped in the Sipsey. And when I camped here, this log that's down was freshly down. So it was new. And I remember sitting up against it to eat my supper that night. And now, I don't know, 27, 28 years later, this is all that's left of it. It's interesting to me. Another one of my favorite places here along Trail 200, a little something I call the Great Wall of Sipsey. Almost a sheer wall going up. And there where Crow is walking, in winter you have to be careful because icicles form up at the top, and I've seen just piles of ice where Crow is, where it comes down, and you don't want that coming down on your head. You'll put your eye out, kid. So the Great Wall of Sipsey sort of ends right here. And at this spot, there are some pretty giant boulders that have conspired to lean together and create a crack that we call the Fat Man Squeeze. And the trail goes right through it. If you've never done it before, this looks sketchy as I don't even know what, but it goes in and makes a 90-degree turn to the left. And then you can see your exit on the other side. Ooh. And you see the exit, boom. This is the end of Trail 200, and it ends at another one of my favorite spots, and that is what I've been calling for a few years now, the post-apocalypse bridge. It has not been used for vehicles in a very long time, and it's sort of just abandoned here in the wilderness. And to me, it's just one of the most interesting places, and it offers great views of Borden Creek. Well, those are my favorite places on Trail 200. This series is going to continue. I don't know how long it's going to go, but there will be at least one more, and I know they're going to be later coming on in a few months. So keep following along, and remember, on the way out, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.